Cares, I see you. How was your day too? Or perhaps some of us are still at work. I pray for strength, Olama, I see you. Richie 25, you're welcome. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Rich. I hope you're going to stay because I want to hear from you as usual. Lady P, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm just going to go a couple of minutes. Please share the live to your friends. Let them be part of this talk today. Today we just want to relieve some sort of pressures that we get, because these days there's, challenges left, right, and center. So we want to try as much as possible to let go of, some certain norms in the society that might make us feel more pressurized. So it's an interesting topic, and as usual, I'll give my talk and I want to hear from you. What's your take on this topic today? I want to believe you can see it on the screen already. What is success to you? So good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining me from all over the world. I really appreciate you guys always joining. Let's share the live to all our friends. This is FunmiRoyal welcoming you to another interesting talk today. And it's a thing I say all the time when I give this talk. The whole idea is for us to kind of self-reflect. I'm also self-reflecting so that, I don't allow certain things to put pressure on me. There's enough pressure in life as it is. Stevie Joe 68, thanks for joining. So welcome to Insight. Let's share the live. Let's share the live to our friends. Let them be part of this talk today. And perhaps it's something that's been on your mind because of everything we see in the society today. Sometimes, a lot of things out there put pressure on us. So why should we allow that? So what is success to you? Isabella, you are welcome. You are welcome to Insight. So without wasting much of our time, anyways, I'll give my talk and I hope you guys stay around to come share your views about this topic. Let's hear your take on this topic. What is success to you? Because the truth is, what success is to me might not be what success is to you. And like I said, society has defined what success is meant to be, quote and unquote. And some of us, have decided to put ourselves under some unnecessary pressure, trying to fit the status quo. So we need to be mindful because our health, our mental well-being, first of all, we need to look after that. So I'll go steadily into the talk today, and please share, like I said, invite others to be part of this talk today. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for liking the live already. I see you, Food for Royal. You're welcome to Insight with FunmiRoyal. Wow, Royal meets Royal. You're welcome. So what is success to you? Kind of think about it for a second. What is success to you? Like I said, what success means to you might be different from what it means to me. It might be different from what the society says success is. So what do we say success is? By way of this talk, I'm technically giving my own submission. But however, like I said, I always do not have all the answers or all the suggestions. I want to hear from you today. What's your take on the topic? So what is success to you? Success is a concept that varies greatly from person to person, from culture to culture, from race to race, from people to people, shaped by our values, our goals, and our experiences. So understanding what success means to each of us is very essential for living a fulfilling and purposeful life. And that's just the truth. As long as that is fulfilled in your life, whatever it is, that means it's successful. Mr. Exceptional, I see you. You're welcome. Sheyi Kenny, I see you as well. So let's dig right into this topic today, and we'll look into the different dimensions. Thank you so much for liking the live. Different dimensions of success and how we can define it for ourselves. Like I said, we don't want anyone putting us under pressure. This is what success is. If you don't attain that, that means you're not successful. I wonder. So let's kind of break it down today. So, what is success? Let's define that to start with. Thank you, Mr. Exceptional, for liking the live. Let's share to all our friends. Let everyone please share to at least 20 people. Let them be part of this talk today. Success is often perceived through societal lenses, such as wealth. You and I know that. If you're not rich, they don't count you as successful. Even if you're well learned, if you're very intelligent, sometimes they're like, this person is broke. They don't have money, so maybe they're not successful. And this is what the societies tend to paint to us. But we have to change that narrative today. So we'll look at it from societal lenses such as wealth, status, and achievement. However, a deeper understanding reveals that true success is far more nuanced and personal. It is personal. Don't let anyone define what success is to you. As long as you're not a failure, as long as you're not, you've not given up on life, so to say. We fail and then we rise again. Without failure, there won't be success as far as I'm concerned. So we'll look at some perspectives that we can kind of consider when we're looking at this topic today. What is success to you? So let's look at personal fulfillment. Inner peace, whatever it is you're doing, does it give you that inner peace? Feeling contented with yourself, feeling at peace with yourself, regardless of external circumstances. Like I said, maybe society is saying if you don't have 10%, you're not successful. Meanwhile, you are at 7%. Who says you're not successful? So, personal fulfillment, what do you say you are? Are you successful? Or you're allowing maybe a society or group of people to determine what qualifies you to be a successful person or not. Then your passion and your purpose, engaging in activities that bring joy and align with one's purpose in life is success as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people, regardless of their age, they're kind of roaming the world or life. They don't know their left from their right. They don't even know whether to pursue this or pursue that or what it is, what is their purpose in life. They don't even know. Some people believe that knowing their purpose in life, knowing, what their passion is and setting a goal and, pursuing a purpose, they feel successful. And somebody might say, oh, this person is a daydreamer. What are they talking about? And they don't regard such a person as a successful person. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm trying to open it up for us to see. Let's expand, our thinking about this topic. What is success to you? Then you talk about growth and learning, continuously evolving and learning new things, which contribute to personal development, which leads to success yet again. Some people, it might be a particular goal, they put their mind to, and they've tried and they're not successful. Maybe they keep failing and then they try again, they learn more about it, personal development, professional development, they're growing, they're learning, even though in and out they're failing at it. At some point, they will be the master of this particular thing we're talking about, and they will count that as success. But it doesn't just happen overnight. Sometimes you have to build up to get to that successful place. It doesn't mean because you're still building, you're still growing, you're still learning, you are not a successful person. So let's not crucify ourselves, yet, because there is still hope. Again, another perspective I want to look at it is professional accomplishments. I think I mentioned briefly about that. Career growth. Some people feel once their career has grown to a level, they feel successful, achieving a milestone and progressing in your chosen field. That is success. That can be counted as success. Some people might feel, because they're still attaining Even some people, they have PhD, they don't think they are successful or enough. They want to go further, they want to do more, they want to research more and do all of those things. Cut yourself a bit of slack. The fact that you're still standing as a guru in that field, as a guru in that profession, in that career, why not? You are successful. It's not an easy thing. I bet if you were to tell us your stories, how many times you failed, over and over again before you attain that success we're talking about. So it's a gradual thing. Some people build it up. And to be honest with you, even when you think you're successful, if you're not careful, you might lose the success. Because some people tend to relax, when they feel they've attained. Oh, now I'm successful. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't have to learn anymore. I don't have to grow anymore. I don't know what your take is on that. So I'm talking about personal accomplishment. You defining what success is to you. Some people, it has to do with recognition and respect. Earning respect and recognition from peers and industry leaders. They feel they're successful. Say you're a manufacturer, you manufacture pen. Of course, there's so many manufacturers of pen out there, but you've been around for 20 odd years, and then friends are looking at you because you're not as rich as this person with this company. They don't see you as a successful person. Says who? Let them try run a company for 20 years and sustain it, and then we can tell who is successful or not. So we don't want that societal pressure on us or peer pressure on us. What do you say for yourself? What you have done so far in your life? If somebody were to ask you, do you think you are successful? Whether you're rich or not, whether you have attained in whatever height in that society or not, do you think you're not successful enough because somebody quote and unquote says you're not? So we need to be mindful as well. Then again, financial stability, economic independence, having enough financial resources to live comfortably and securely could mean you are successful. You're just comfortable, you're okay, you're secure in whatever it is you have accomplished. That can be success to you. And we all know that these fingers, look at it, is not equal. Your success might not be my success. My success might not be your success. So we should technically stop comparing one another. In a way, I'm not saying don't have mentors, to guide you to that place of success. Don't get me wrong. However, we need to be careful. There's a thin line in there. Otherwise, you just feel everything you're doing, you're trying your best. You just don't feel like it's enough, and you're putting yourself down, and is affecting your productivity at the end of the day. So there's a thin line we need to look out for. Wealth and prosperity, like accumulating wealth that allows for a desired lifestyle and future security. Yeah, one could say you're a successful person. And mind you, we have different aspects to our lives. Some people might be successful in their marriage, but they're not successful in their business. Some might be successful in their business and they're not successful in their career or whatever it is. So there's so many aspects. So what are we talking about? So we need to kind of break it down and, like I say, self-reflect. Oh, this area, I think I'm lacking. I think I need this to improve so that I can feel okay within me that I'm successful in this area. And you check another area, you see that, oh, I didn't realize I've done so well here. That's why people are chasing after me to come and lecture them, or to be like a consultant or something like that. Sometimes we overlook even our successes because they feel it's very little. But they say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Keep dropping that little success here and there, and at the end of the day, you're going to accumulate the bigger success that you're dreaming of or you're hoping for. Then financial freedom. Some might say the ability to make life choices without being constrained by financial limitations is success. You sleep, you wake up, you just feel like having croissant. And you're in Nigeria or you're in Kenya, you're in Malawi somewhere, and you wake up and you feel like you want to have croissant, and you're not just going to go to the stores and buy croissant. You want to fly to France to actually be served the proper French croissant, and within a twinkle of an eye, you're at the airport, you're gone, data like that. Some I feel because there's nothing, restraining them, they can just up and go, they're comfortable financially, financial freedom, that is success to them. Yay, kudos to you. So I'm just bringing all sides to this success we're talking about, because sometimes people tend to look at maybe one aspect, like this financial freedom I'm talking about. Most people will look at that as if I don't have money, like Dangote or $10 or whoever, it doesn't mean I'm successful. Says who? We have so many successful, even wealthy people out there that they're not popularly known. Sometimes one office you can just hear in the news about one name you haven't heard before, and they're telling you their net worth, and you're wondering, who is this person? You've never heard of them before. Yet there are more successful people out there than we know. Just because they're not on the face of the tabloids or headlines and things like that does not mean there are not more successful people out there. And again, some people look at success in terms of relationships and the community which they belong in, like strong relationships, like building and maintaining loving and supportive relationship with family and friends. Some people feel that is where they just need to have their own success, and they're good, they're fulfilled. Kudos to you, Joanna. I see you. Thanks for joining. And again, community engagement, being an active and contributing member of one's community, society, faith, race, culture might mean success to you. Say, for example, I don't want to go into religion, so to say, some culture, some people, they're not politicians, they're not really business people as such, but they have affluence in the society. Sometimes maybe a community, they want to do something, they have to go and seek this particular person to come and support what they're doing. Otherwise, they don't feel the need to do it. That person may be counted to be a successful person in terms of community engagement and things like that, in their family, in their culture, in their race, or in their nation, but not necessarily a politician as such. So that person, might see themselves as a successful person as well. Legacy and influence, leaving a positive and lasting legacy through one's action and contribution. Some people, they're still talking about their great grandfathers. It's not in terms of their financial wealth, so to say, but the legacy they left behind for their great grandchildren. So it's passing on from one generation to another, the success of this man in a particular family, and they've left a very good legacy that every generation after them took on this legacy and also becomes even more successful than their predecessor. So that can be success as well, not just financial, not just money. Please, let's, put that a bit at the back of our mind and look at other aspects of life where one can be counted as successful. Then again, health and well-being. Some people, maybe all through their younger years, their teenage years, their early 20s, they've always struggled with their health. They've always had one health challenge or the other. And now maybe they're in their 30s or their 40s. They've done all the diet there is, all the physical exercise, all the everything you can think of. And now they are what they've imagined themselves to be, the right weight, the right cholesterol, the right everything is just okay. That could be success to them, because once upon a time they failed. They tried all sorts. They were not just getting it right. They tried all sorts. They were not just losing that weight. And at some point they tried harder and harder, tried different methods, different diets or whatever you have out there, and they were able to achieve that dream, that long goal, life goal. And to them, they feel successful. And such a person, you might be talking about success in terms of money and be wondering, no. That's not for them. Their health, attaining that health desire is their success. And who are we to say they're not successful when you're talking about their health and well-being? That cuts across mental health, spiritual health, even nurturing one's spiritual beliefs and practices, ensuring mental and emotional well-being, including managing stress and finding balance. Some people are successful in that even when life throws challenges at them, the way they would handle it, oh my goodness, you almost wish you had that challenge. Don't wish that on yourself though, because you're all wired differently to handle things differently. Some people, before a challenge comes, they have a solution, and it always worked. Such people can count themselves as successful, you know. Who are we to say they're not? So again, reflecting on personal definition of success. Like I said, what success means to me might not be what it means to you. What it means to you might not be what it means to me. But let's just break it down and start picking it, and self-reflect about these things. Who is determining whether you are successful or not? Is it yourself? Is it your family? Is it your peers, your friends, your colleagues, the society, your culture, the race you're from? Whether mixed or whatever, are the ones determining whether you're a successful person or not. So I'm just kind of opening our mind, broader, so we look at these things so that we can reduce the pressures we put ourselves on or in. Please don't let somebody come and define success to you, and then you start chasing after what is not. Some people in the process, they will not sleep. Some people in the process, they would abandon themselves. They'll not look after themselves and all of that. So when there is no life, of course, who is that person to talk about success? So let's be careful. Let's look after ourselves. In as much as we all want to, nobody wants to be referred to as the person that is not successful or a failure. Of course, nobody wants to be referred to as such. But however, let there be a balance in the pursuit of success, and we might just be okay. So when we're reflecting on personal definitions of success, given the multifaceted nature of success, it's crucial to reflect on what success means to us personally. To us personally, you yourself, what does it mean to you? So here are some steps to help you define your version. It can help, it may not help, but I'll say it anyways. Self-reflection. That's self-reflection, because we're talking about what you say success is. What is success to you? Self-reflection. Just even sit down. Sit down. Fine, you've heard all sorts, society, friends, family, everybody. Just sit down for a second and just think about it. What is success to you, really? Self-reflect about it. And then begin to identify your own values. Reflect on what matters most to you. Is it family? Is it career? Community service? Personal growth? Or something else? What is that thing? Have you been able to identify it? Then again, set personal goals. This is we trying to break down, what success could mean to us based on our values. Set short-term and long-term goals and align with what you consider important. What you consider important, not what everyone else says it's important. It's good to hear advice, don't get me wrong, but a time will come that certain pressures of life, you do not need that. So you have to self-reflect and self-evaluate. Evaluate your progress. Periodically assess your progress towards these goals you have set, whether short-term goals or long-term goals, and make adjustments where necessary. Like I always say, nobody is perfect. Nobody is, made already. Otherwise, you get to a certain stage in life, you just stop trying because, you feel you've attained or whatever. Even I see some very old people still striving, to build this legacy for their children and generations yet unborn. So we need to do this for ourselves. Evaluate your progress. At least maybe 2 years ago this was not where you were. 2 years ago you were practically still struggling to get this business offline or to start this career, and you were like a novice, and everybody will probably laugh at you. Certain things you ought to know, you probably don't know because you're still in training and learning and things like that. But now 2 years on, you feel like, wow, I've come a long way. It might seem like it's just 2 years, but now you know what you didn't know 2 years ago. That is success to me as far as I'm concerned. Again, when you're reflecting on personal definitions of success, you talk about seeking inspiration and guidance, mentors and role models, educational resources and things. They're available to everyone, that cares to find them. So look up people who exemplify the kind of success you aspire to achieve. Like I said, your choice to look for people who exemplify that kind of a life you see and try to emulate what they're doing. If you get close to them, you can ask them, their journey so far as well, and they can guide you, so you don't make certain mistakes as well. Learn from their experiences and from their wisdom, and that might just be success on its own, because a lot of mistakes you have saved yourself, getting into that, because you decide to, seek mentors and role models so that you can be a success by yourself, for yourself, to yourself, and then be a blessing at large. Again, balance and adaptability, work-life balance. Strive for a balance between professional aspirations and personal well-being, because all of these aspects to us, if we leave one and attend mostly to the other, of course that aspect is going to suffer. So you have to learn to balance things. Then you can say, wow, I'm juggling 10 things and I seem to be balancing it like so. That is success as well. Not so many people. A lot of people can multitask. They cannot. And that's why they just feel frustrated, because they try and it's like, oh, even this one that they know so well, because they're not able to juggle things properly, is like they're just failing here and there, and this pressure comes on them. And when they're thinking of success, they can't even think of it. They think they're far away from it. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Bravo, Oscar, I see you. You're welcome. Then again, don't overemphasize one aspect, like I said. Otherwise, it will lead to burnout and dissatisfaction. Please, let's be kind to ourselves. In the pursuit of success, whatever it may be, whichever angle you're looking at it, do not let us burn ourselves out. Let's be mindful, because we only have one life to live and we need to really get it right. Let's learn to adapt to change so that we can attain this success we're talking about. Life is dynamic, and so are our definitions of success. So be open to reevaluating and adapting goals and measures of success as you grow and change, because change will come. Maybe 10 years ago, what you feel like, this, if I attain this will be success. And now you have it, you don't even feel nothing. You feel like, okay, so, so as you grow, as we get older, we get more life experiences. Our perspective, perception of success will change. And then if you're so rigid, like, no, it has to be this way, this is success, please don't wound yourself. Don't hurt yourself, please. Just let go. And as you grow, as you learn, as you adapt to this change, that is success, because not so many people can adapt to changes. And we know that change is inevitable, but a lot of people do not like change, especially when they feel they're in a comfort zone. And then they've attained, like I said, they're just there. Meanwhile, there's still more room to be more successful. So let us adapt to change so that we're not too rigid about attaining our successful stage or achievement. Then again, one thing I want to say here is we should learn to celebrate small wins. That's what I say, please don't be too hard on yourself. When you achieve something little, don't belittle it. It's something. You have achieved it. Meanwhile, somebody else is struggling to achieve that little thing you're trying to belittle. So celebrate small wins. You do a course, maybe it's just even a 6-month course, and you finished it, and you just get the certificate and that's it. Meanwhile, somebody has done it 2, 3, 4 times. They were not just passing. Do you understand? So celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your achievements. Don't look down on it because you feel it's not up to certain standards. Who says? Let's be kind to ourselves. I'll say that again. So take time to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. at least you achieve that, and that is a success. Okay, every step, each step is part of your success journey. Because if one day, for example, somebody comes to interview you, of course you will tell them those days where you struggled, you crawled, you ran, you jumped, and all of the good days, the bad days, the ugly days, and all of that, before you get to where you are, that success story itself. So it's all part of the journey. We should learn to celebrate every aspect of it, and it's part of our success story. Like I said, again, gratitude, practice, regularly practice gratitude for what you have accomplished and the progress you've made. This fosters a positive mindset, because otherwise you don't even celebrate the small wins. You don't acknowledge what you have achieved so far. You just feel like you need to keep attaining and getting all this. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Just sit down and say, for me, well done for what you have done today. Because like I said, some might still be struggling, and you struggled, but now you have overcome. That is success. Don't look down on that. Be grateful for little achievements, big achievements, large achievements, whatever size it is. Be grateful, so that this can help foster a more positive mindset. And you know that, wow, you've attained this, and your mind can think, okay, let's take on some more. I can achieve that as well. Encourage yourself in the pursuit of success, because sometimes the people around you might not just be encouraging the way you want them to. I will be like David. David had to encourage himself in the Lord. So sometimes you might have to do that. So appreciate every small win, every big win, whatever the win is. Don't look down on your accomplishment because you feel it's not up to standard in the society. It is success. Success is success, no matter how little it is. Again, I'll talk about the impact of societal expectations, and this was where I started from. I see you. Onye, I see you. Thanks for joining. So while defining personal success is very important, it's also crucial to recognize the influence of societal expectations, because truth be told, in as much as we know the pressure might be much from the society, there are expectations, of the society, of us really. So society often imposes standards of success that may not align with our individual values and goals. And that's why I said there's a thin line. There's a thin line we need to be mindful. It's good for society to set standards and goals or whatever, maybe publicly, generally. But don't put yourself under that pressure, because you have worked hard for your success. Maybe it will sit well if I say you have worked hard for your little success, for your small success, if that will make you feel okay. You have worked hard for that success, whatever aspect of your life that it is. So be grateful for that as well. So I'll tell us about some of the ways to navigate societal pressure, because it's there. Whether we accept it or not, it's just there. It is there. And there's nothing we can do about it, other than the way we navigate that pressure in the society. Awareness and critical thinking. That's why I said, please don't put yourself under pressure. Question norms. For the fact that they say if you don't have 1 billion in your account, you're not successful. Question, it says who? Who made the rule? Who brought about this? Gossy, Mr. Love, I see you. Who has said what? So sometimes we might have to question it. The societal expectations and all that. Question whether they truly resonate with your values. If they don't, just let it be. Don't put yourself under that pressure. It's not even necessary. Then define success independently. Resist that pressure to conform to the societal standards that do not align with your own definition of success. Some family believes is if you don't have 10 children, you're not successful. I tell you that. So some people will be putting their wife, their husband under pressure. It's only two we have. Oh, come, let's go. And then maybe in the process, they might even have twins. And they're like, no, no, no. You know, in our society, if you don't have 10 children, you're not successful. And then they keep trying, forgetting that the more number of children you have, the more financial gains you need to have as well, so you can look after these children. Otherwise, there's no point having 10 children and you can't feed them. You have 10 children, they're not going to school. You have 10 children, okay, they say, Mr. Successful when it comes to child rearing. And then how is that success? But I'm telling you, sometimes societal pressure, cultural societal pressure can put some people in that, and it becomes a norm. It gets to a point they don't even talk about it anymore, they're just doing it. They see, that person, they've got 8, me too. Next year I will have to bring one more. It's like competition sometimes, and is it healthy really? You have 10 children, you can look after them. Just have the 2 you can look after. Don't let anyone put pressure on you, no matter the society you find yourself. Okay, let's build a supportive environment. When society is dictating one thing, let's support one another when those values of ours and the society is clashing, because we have this life, we have to live life right. Supportive relationship around yourself with people who understand and support your personal definition of success. Sometimes you might find yourself belonging to some set of groups. I'm not saying groups to make trouble in the land or in the society. That's not what I'm talking about. You might find people of like minds, and then you collectively challenge what society has put out there. And you might just win, you might just change. And that's why when you see people fighting for a cause and what have you, at the end of the day, when they win, when they become successful in that fight, it becomes a global thing because everybody will share part of that success, especially when it's a very good one. So surround yourself with people in the society that will not put pressure on you or that will not define what success should be to you. Saunas, I see you. Thanks for joining. Also, community of like-minded individuals, like I said, engage with communities and networks and share your values and aspirations. Sometimes you see a group of people coming together. Thank God for the social media, the good aspect of it. Some people might come up and form the group on the social media network and put their goals, their aims and objectives, what course is all about. And you see people from all over the world joining this course. Not that they've met each other face to face before, but because what they read on there kind of resonates with them, their values, their principle, they'll be like, no, this is good. This might just be a success story. I want to be part of it. So know where your community is, like-minded individuals, not people that will go there to the group and make trouble. If whatever they are selling is not your preference, please walk away instead of going there to be making trouble for them. Leave people. You can always find what you're interested in online as well. You haven't just searched enough. So I'll soon be rounding up and I want us to kind of talk more about this. Hopefully our network is okay today. That's fingers crossed. Media and information consumption, we need to be careful because what the society has put out there, the social media information out there kind of help expand it, maybe more negatively than necessary. I don't know, maybe. So be mindful of your media consumption. Be mindful of media and information that you consume. Don't just everything the society says is out there headline. Because it's headline, you just have to take it. This is what they say success is. You just have to take it. Otherwise, stop it. If not, you'll be running helter-skelter trying to meet up with who exactly. Who are these people in the society that have come up with this? Sometimes I tend to wonder, are they ghosts in the society that just sit down, okay, let's make this rule for these people and put it out there, and that's the norm. That is how it's supposed to be. So we can question it, like I said earlier. So be mindful of the kind of information you also, take on board, because it might just not help you build that tenacity you need to have your own success. Fumilayo or Adenuga 3, I see you. Thanks for joining. Help share the live to our friends. Let's talk about this. What is success to you? Because, like I said, society has defined it in so many ways. A lot of things have become norm, even though we don't know who made it norm. You just find out this is how you do it. Otherwise, you're not successful. Says who? Yeah, let's not put ourselves under that pressure. So, positive influences, follow influencers, authors, and public figures who promote holistic and diverse perspective on success. Like I said, there's so many aspects to being successful, not just in wealth alone, not just in money alone, not just finances alone. Not just finances alone. Somebody who's, for example, somebody might have come from a broken home. They what's the word? They checked maybe 4 generations before them, and they found out that each generation is broken home, broken home, broken home, and now they are afraid to get married. And they've gone for seminars, they've gone for symposiums about marriage, and all of that. And maybe by their faith, they trust God to help them or something. And now they are the 4th generation. And after so much training, learning, growing, and all of that, they decide to go into marriage. And they find out that, oh wow, 40 years in marriage and they're still standing strong. Boy, oh boy, that is success. That is success. Big time success. Which some people might even try based on their generational inheritance or whatever ways. And they find out that they try maybe 10 years and the marriage is broken. Now they've added to that. Their own generation is carrying on the same trend. And here is another one on the other hand. They try. And they're counting, 20 years, 30 years. That is success. Even the 10 years is success as well, but to a level we all know. So we can't even rule it out because they tried for 10 years, something their predecessors could not even attain. 5 years, they're gone. 2 years, they're gone. But they managed the 10 years. That is success in its own as well. So we can't rule it out as failure or altogether. So in conclusion, so I can bring us up, guys, I need you to send invites today because I really want to hear from us. And that's why I always come give this talk to help us gather our thoughts, our own perspective. You might, feel otherwise to what I've said. It's no biggie. Like I say, we all come here to learn from one another. I don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. But the answers you have, bring it on. The one I have, I've brought it on. And let's put it together so that our lives can be better. And that's the whole idea of this talk and this program itself. So in conclusion, success is a deeply personal and multifaceted concept. It encompasses personal fulfillment, not societal. Personal, professional accomplishment, financial stability, relationships, health, and well-being, all aspects of it. Thank you so much, Mary A. You're welcome. GAN 307, I see you. So, by reflecting on our own values, setting personal goals, maybe I should put that word in everything I'm going to say now. Personal goals, seeking personal inspiration, and navigating societal expectations, we can define and pursue our own unique version of success, so that we don't allow anyone put pressure on us. We don't allow anyone define what success is. Some of us would, you will work for the rest of your life and you feel you still have not attained success, not knowing that you need to be counting all the successes along the way. Because of what society said, you have ignored, you have dismissed your own successes along the way because it's still not up to the societal standard. Please, 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 don't put yourself under that pressure. It is not healthy at all. It is not. Pursue your own unique version of success. Success is whatever it is to who. Yeah, I think I heard that phrase somewhere. Success is what it is to who. So, who are you? Your success is your success, not the societal kind of success should be your level of success. Don't put yourself through that. It could be very agonizing, I'm telling you. So remember that true success is not a destination, but a journey. It's about striving for continuous growth, for balance, and fulfillment in all areas of our lives. That is the definition I can put to it, about success. And my prayer as I finish this talk is that we will all find and achieve the success that resonates with our hearts and our soul. That's my prayer for us all. Let's not put ourselves under any pressure. Let not the society dictate or define what success is. And then you're running up, and some people die in the process. They are unalive in the process because they just want to meet that societal target of success. And they try, work hard, they will not eat well, they will not rest well, pursuing. I must be called successful in the society, therefore I must do. And then they neglect their health, they neglect the family, just pursuing. You will never meet them in one place at a time. 1 minute they're here, the next minute they're gone, like thousands of miles away, because they're pursuing what they think society calls success. Who who has bewitched you? Oh, foolish Galatians. Let me put it. I don't know, that just came to my mind. So let's not put ourselves under that pressure. What are your values? What do you call success for yourself? And that's why I always say, let us self-reflect. Let us think, sit down for a minute and think about these things, so we don't put ourselves under unnecessary pressure. Some people put themselves under that pressure and they have high blood pressure. And then, that's the end of them. It shouldn't be so. I'm not saying be lazy. I'm not saying don't be hardworking. I'm not saying don't have tenacity. I'm not saying don't be encouraged, But let there be a balance. There's a thin line when we cross over to the other side, especially the negative side. We don't want to. Some people pursue. In the process, they have terminal illnesses because they haven't looked after themselves. They're chasing society's success, so to say. Let's be careful. Life is not all about money. It's not all about, I know money is important, but it's not all about money. So let's pause for a second. Let's just slow down a bit. Beams Beauty, I see you. What is your definition of success? What is success to you? Shine to the whole world. Wow. Light, let the dawn of a new day bring understanding and love. Oh, inside. Yes, guys, that's my talk for today, and I hope it's something you can, sit and reflect on. What is your definition of success? And then I was thinking about this when I was preparing for my talk. What kind of question should I ask? And this question kept rolling in my head. I'm like, maybe I would ask us as well. So, is everyone meant to have all-round success? Because I thought about it. Is everyone meant to have all-round success? So the first question is, what is your definition of success? And the second one is everyone meant to have all-round success? Please, guys, I need your help on this one. Angelica, you're welcome. Maureen, thanks for joining. Send an invite. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this today. And Ernestina, I hope you're able to talk today. Maureen, you're welcome. Society have defined success for so long. People putting themselves under pressure, trying to meet up with the Joneses, trying to, do more than they can, bite more than they can chew. Some would even find themselves in the, I've watched several movies. People would so hardworking, and then maybe one day they just collapse at a meeting or at a conference or wherever, and they'll rush them to the hospital. They barely survived, and then some might just hear, oh, it's mini stroke or partial stroke or whatever it is, And then right there and then the doctor is telling them what happened, how they got there. You're dehydrated. You haven't eaten da 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 and all of that. And guess what? This patient, this success pursuer, will just say, please, I need my phone. I need to make this urgent call. I need to call this person. I need to make that call. I'm like, this person, do they not value their lives? You know, I'm not saying be lazy, don't get me wrong, but there has to be a balance. Somebody's telling you why you almost died, meaning you need to look after yourself. You need to take proper care of yourself. And then they're saying, I've missed one meeting. I need to speak to so person. Can I get to my phone right now? There's this, oh my goodness, take it easy. Because sometimes I feel like those people, do they think they have like 10 lives? So if they die now, they will come back again and live 10 times over? Because I don't understand. They're telling you to take something easy. And sometimes some people would even discharge themselves from the hospital without the doctor say so. And you know the policy, like, well, they're adults, they're free to discharge themselves. I know. And maybe a relative that is running from, God knows where they're running from, to come and see them in hospital. The relative will get to the hospital and they're like, oh, they discharge themselves. And you'll be wondering, hey, this person, do they want to, just finish their lives like that? And they don't even see anything wrong in that. What kind of success is this person pursuing? Really, to what end? Yeah, Mary is funny. Very funny, but I mean, truth. Because I don't understand. Somebody's trying to tell you how to save your life, and all you're thinking is that board meeting you missed. Is that business deal you're supposed to sit with somebody or whatever company. I don't understand. So let's hear from you guys today. Let's hear from you. What's your take on this? What is your definition of success? Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I don't know. Maybe. Let me send an invite. Let's talk about this today. Putra, thanks for joining. I see you. Send an invite. Let's talk about this. What is success to you? Do you believe in the society kind of success? Do you pursue that as well? What's your take on it? The societal norms, the definition of who a successful person is. I don't know what your take is on, but I'd love to hear from you. So let's hear you tonight. Mary, you're welcome. How are you? Let's share the live to our friends. Let them be part of this talk today. It's very crucial because, like I said, anything that will put us
Hi,
on.
good evening. Fine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You're right. All right, please don't tell me you have prayed for network today to be good. And I can't see those red bars in your box, so it should be fine.
I think I'm now thinking maybe it's the area that I'm in now.
Oh,
I'm not in my city.
but this one is good now, so let's make good use of it.
That's exactly what I'm saying to say. Maybe it's because of where I stay. Because I'm in different city now. I traveled like it's about 300 k's from where I stay.
Oh, I see. Oh, so maybe.
Yeah,
Thank God for
totally different city.
thank God for Johnny Mercies.
Thank you.
So I don't know. I'm sure you heard some of it, of the talk, and even for people who are just joining, Fanny Favor, I see you, Fumilayo. Oh, that's me as well. I see myself. Thanks for because I saw one Fumi, I think Fumilayo Adenuga or something earlier before, so I just assumed it's another Fumi as well. Don't mind me here. So, what's your take on the topic, really? What is success to you? What's your definition of success?
Okay, thank you. Such an interesting topic, so to say.
Thank you.
It allowed the way you putting it to say what's the definition according to you,
Mm-hmm.
because there's always a misconception for someone to get a definition from what others say it is. The most important thing is about what do you think it is to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to me, I take it as the goals that I set as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
When I come to accomplish them, I take it as a success.
Yes.
Now, apart from the goals that I said,
Yeah.
but some things just come up. Maybe something that you never thought of. You never thought of making it, or something that you never thought you could do in your life. You see yourself higher than the way you were. I take it as a success. Because on that one, someone might take it as a simple thing, but to you, you see that you've elevated yourself. You are a step higher.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a success to you, not defining based on what others are saying about it. Because to me, being, for argument's sake, being at level 3, where I'm coming from level 1, I take it as successful. I can't compare with my friend who was already a friend who was at level 4 when I was at level 1. Someone at level 4 seeing me now going to level 3 and I'm celebrating it will go like, what's going on with this one? I thought we chasing it. Seeing me now going to level 3 and I'm celebrating it will go like, what's going on with this one? I thought we chasing it level 10.
I know.
That kind of pressure, as you're putting it, if you allow people like those that are already higher than you to define you, then you'll not see yourself like a successful person. But if you're content with what you are, and you're thankful to see yourself higher than where you were, I mean, that's enough. But the point I'm emphasizing it, don't allow someone to define success for you.
At all.
See yourself where you're coming from, see where you are now, and see what your targets are. That aside, the pressure from people should not be part of you. If you allow the pressure to define you, if you allow people to define you, that's what ends up with a lot of people being in hospital, a lot of people not resting, a lot of people not spending a lot of time with their family because they're chasing goals which they cannot manage.
That's true.
You know, it's one step at a time. You can't be chasing level 10 whilst you are already you're at 1 now.
It's a process.
Yes, it is a process. Take step by step. If you push yourself so much, I think that pressure comes mostly when you're trying to compete with people or when trying to please someone. Yeah. When you're not being yourself, that's when you start punishing yourself. Because I mean, that's punishing yourself. You don't give yourself time to rest.
That's true.
So, yeah, give yourself time. Accept the fact that it is a process.
Indeed, it is.
And also, don't take it that someone did this in a year or someone did this in 3 months. I want to do it within a month, or I want to do it. Or if you find yourself doing it after 2 years, you feel like you haven't achieved it. No. The other thing that we have to know is we people are always in different time zones as human beings. It doesn't mean that when someone achieved that thing in 3 months, you're going also to do it in 3 months. What if you do it in 1 month? What if you do it in a year?
Who knows?
Just be focused and know what you're chasing. I believe you'll be able to achieve your goal, and at the end of the day, celebrate your success. I think I can end there for now.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Before I'm so happy that this network has enabled it